Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Theme Park Arcade. Over the winter break, there was a huge announcement for Epcot. Apparently, the new Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster is not going to have any inversions. Mike, this is a big announcement. I did not see this coming.
Yeah, it's definitely a big announcement. Me, myself, I'm not too thrilled about it, because I love, going upside down. But I think it's actually pretty big for the park and development for everything of this ride. Because I think a lot of people are now going to be more intrigued to ride this because it's not going to affect a lot of those people who have really bad motion sickness.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of rides like this here in the Magic Kingdom, where you have the Snow White coaster. Of course, this is Big Thunder Mountain, and even the new Tron coaster, as well as Space Mountain. None of those have inversions, so I would think that Epcot would have something more geared towards what Hollywood Studios has, the Aerosmith roller coaster, Rock and Roller Coaster.
Right.
Especially because this is going to be right next to Test Track. I thought this would be a perfect location for a roller coaster with plenty flips, inversions, all of that. Instead, it sounds like it's going to be something geared a little bit more towards Space Mountain, maybe a new kind of Space Mountain
Right.
with a Guardians of the Galaxy theme.
Exactly, and maybe they can now, focus on speed with this ride, and try to max out the speed on it, and maybe do some other things with it that they can't do if you're gonna go, with inversion on a ride. So
It's a good point. I think it's going to be more towards storytelling as well. This is going to be
right,
the perfect angle for them to have actual story elements. If you're upside down, it's really hard to incorporate that. But let's go ahead and break down this new update. So what's going on with the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster? Thanks again for joining us here at the Theme Park Arcade. Subscribe if you are new. We got you covered on all things Disney World and really any theme park.
that's right.
We love them all. I'll have a link in the description to the story by Walt Disney World News today. But this is pretty big stuff, Mike. It talks about how we're going to enter the pavilion, the Universe of Energy building, just like we used to back when we used to go see Ellen. I know one of your favorite rides. So you're going to walk in the same way, but there's going to be two separate queue areas. It says guests will enter where they once did, but this doorway will now take them into the Welcome Gallery. This area consists of ramps leading upwards towards the next part of the queue. The building appears to be on multiple levels, with guests climbing upwards as the queue progresses to reach the elevated load platform to the roller coaster. I'm hearing that there's going to be some elements, kind of like what we see in Flight of Passage, with the queue setup to Guardians of the Galaxy. I think that's going to be a great way just to make us feel like we really are in the movie universe.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
The second queue room is the Xander Gallery, likely to feature relics from the Xandarian culture. You really need to brush up on your Xandarian.
Yeah, I'm not too educated about the Xandarians. Yes.
Once you ride the roller coaster a couple times, you'll probably be an expert.
Yeah.
Now, it says that apparently this room is labeled Singularity. You may recall that the Infinity Stones are referred to as singularities by the collector in the first Guardian film. Interesting comment there by Walt Disney World News today. It says they're also a source of energy. Anyways, I think they're trying to maybe say that we might become some sort of form of energy, and that's why we're going so fast. You referenced this could really be based upon speed.
Right.
Pretty good method here.
Yes, and I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to focus on speed and other things as well. Maybe some visual aspects of it as well. So.
The secondary pre-show room is called the Transformation Room. That's what we're looking at here, Mike. The bad news is apparently this ride is not going to have any animatronics, and the Groot and the Rocket that you see there looks like it's just going to be a projection.
Yeah, I mean, I think they could pull it off, though, as far as it being a projection. Maybe they're being projected from somewhere out in space or something, so they'll make you feel like you're part of it.
Okay, yeah, that's a good
I think
idea.
they could pull it off.
It also says that the Milano ship will be a projection. That's the huge ship you see to the left. Wow. If they really are going to put some impressive technology into this ride in the queue area, that's going to make it that much better. On top of the technology that they already promised is going to be probably something we've never seen before in a roller coaster. They also introduced some impressive projections. then that's going to make this maybe one of the best rides in all of Disney
I
World.
think they're definitely going to put some money into the queue. I mean, we saw that with the Flight of Passage, so I think we'll see that with this ride as well, and I think they'll pull off some new things that we've never seen before. So I'm excited to see what they do.
It says after this, guests will then head down a hallway and upstairs to the load area. The attractions feature a dual load and unload, meaning 2 trains at a time. So apparently 20 guests can go on this ride at one time. That's quite a bit. After loading and being dispatched, the trains take a quick trip around the load area and head into the launch tunnel, where they are then shot into the added building behind the old Universe of Energy. So this is the part I'm excited to hear what you think about, Mike. The building is 133 feet tall, so that's 12.2 stories in height. Wow, this is going to be a big one. To our surprise, the coaster itself has no inversions. So, of course, that's the big part, guys. No inversions. I think it's good news. I think Mike probably would take as many flips as they can throw in there. Think of it as a modern take on Space Mountain. That's what I'm excited about as well. The track layout consists of many tight turns and long straightaways that will likely be accented with projection effects.
Awesome.
What do you think? Do you think there's a chance, with the height and the size, for it to be just as an extreme roller coaster as any, despite not having those corkscrews or anything like that?
Oh, it will definitely be extreme as far as speed goes, and I think they'll do some really cool things with maybe the height with the thrill rides. That's the best part, the thrill. So
Gonna have some drops, I'm sure.
Exactly. So yeah, and I'm interested to see what they do with the projections. That's really gonna be cool. I think they're gonna somehow intertwine the two in a way that we've never seen before, and I'm interested to see what they pull off here.
Yeah, we're not exactly sure when the ride's going to open up, guys, but I can tell you there's so much space out there. They are putting a lot of work into it, but I'm not sure if it's quite the speed that we see in Star Wars Land as well as Toy Story Land. So I'm guessing it might take a few years, but we'll definitely keep you updated. There's not a ton of information out there on the new ride, but as I said, this is big news, and it tells us exactly what to expect. After the transformation of the Hollywood Tower of Terror into the Guardians of the Galaxy ride at California Adventure, it was pretty cool news to hear that we got a brand new Guardians of the Galaxy ride. They're not taking an old ride and transforming it over. Well, I guess they kind of did, but of course in this case it's a ride that we've never seen before. It is going to be crazy when that opens up in Epcot eventually.
Oh yeah, and I'm excited to see what they do with it.
There's going to be a lot of transformations going on in Epcot as well. I'm sure you guys know a lot about that. But of course, we'll update you along the way. Epcot is one of my favorite parks, but it definitely needs a change up. That is for sure. This roller coaster is going to go a long way. And just a heads up, guys, they're going to close the Three Caballeros very soon to make a new Coco ride. So you better go on it sometime in 2018 before it may go away forever. Of course, that's not official, but it seems like that's going to happen, Mike. I know you're going to miss it.
Oh man, it's terrible.
Make sure to subscribe here at the Theme Park Arcade. Thanks again for joining us. We'll have big videos coming at you in 2018, and we will be heading to the park pretty soon to do some theme park ride reviews. Mike, we're going to have to review some of the best rides at Disney World. Are you ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to go. Ready to review some of these rides and ride them, man. I can't wait. It's been a while.
Thanks again for joining us. We'll catch you in the next video.